Welcome back, folks. So, stroke play scores are finished, and the score after the stroke play is 56 to Bridgend, 51 to Glasgow, so very, very tight. Now starting to the match plays. It's 9 holes, mixture of singles and pairs, and 2 match plays in 1 flight where possible. Stuart Campbell to go first for Glasgow. So it's Stuart Campbell and Darren Cleary playing alternate shot pairs against Colin Murray, and in the same flight singles against Stevie Carron. And the reason we have 2 fixtures in the 1 flight so the way this works is the furthest away goes first, and then whoever they're playing goes second, and then it goes to the other time hitting shots. But the reason that we have more than 1 flight and more than 1 tie in the flight, is because it's a team game. It means that they don't need to go asking the flight behind how they're getting on. They're in the same flight, so they know exactly how they're getting on. They can encourage each other, they can give each other advice on shots, etc. It just makes more of a team element to it. Wind has picked up really badly, really windy now. Playing up again, so bear with me. I'm going to sadly get to the body and walk away. It's not easy. That's an excellent shot. Advantage back on the first hole. So Tom, the next one is Gio and Irvin with whoever your second was. John and Kyle, is that right? So they're going in the same flight. If David's up there, he can just get them away once they're on the green, once they're off the green. So these are the 20 points ties. These match plays are for 20 points. Has he got it? No. Advantage Mick. So Mick has us for the hole. Mick Erdy goes 1 up in that tie. Apologies for the wind here, guys. It's getting really windy. That's an excellent putt from Darren Cleary. Great half from Colin Murray. So Glasgow 1 up in the singles tie and all square in the pairs tie. Irvine Small against Gio Stewart. Oh, slip from Irvine. What? Not a bad shot. Tamanis teeing off for Bridgend in the Pales tie, and it'll be Kyle McGreekin teeing off for Glasgow. So this flight has Gio Stewart against Irvine Small in the singles, and it is Tamanis and Gary Thompson for Bridgend against Kyle McGreekin and John Jury for Glasgow. So whoever's closest, whoever's furthest away goes first, and then whoever they're playing goes second. And again, for those watching at home who are wondering, the reason we have two different ties in the one flight is for more of a team element, so that the guys are playing together, they don't need to be shouting back to each other asking how they're getting on. They know exactly what other guys round about were on, and just by asking the group in front or the group behind, they can get 6 match play scores rather than just 1 or 2. Very good from Gio. So as you can see, Irvine was furthest away, so he went first, and then it was Gio. Very good approach from John Jury. Yes. Yes. Shot from Gary, that's if he didn't leave him a nice putt. So back up, they'll get on their way in a minute. So if anyone's wondering how the match plays work, both captains, we have match coordinators in Scotland who help organise games on behalf of the captains. Irvine's missed that putt, right? And the match coordinators will be told by the captains before the game how many players they have available. Joe Stewart has this for the hole. Oh, he's missed it. So Jules had that for the hole, missed. So I've got this to tie. Missed it. Gio takes that hole. Excellent putt from Tamanis there. Kenwick has got this to half the hole. Confident from the wee man. So, yeah, the way it works is the captains tell the match coordinator the night before the match how many players they have available. For example, 10 men, 2 women, 2 over 45s, 2 over 55s, one newcomer, and the newcomer will play another newcomer, the over 55 will play anyone, the over 45s will play anyone, etc. And then the match coordinator splits it into ties and lets the captains know what the breakdown of the ties is. So for this game, for example, Glasgow had 13 able to play, Bridgend had fewer. So it goes with the Bridgend numbers that are able to play. And the way that it was broken down is a pair, a single, another pair, a single, and then another pair, and a newcomer v newcomer single. The match coordinator then tells the captains this is your breakdown, and then they submit a blind order, and then the ties are generated that way by both captains, given a blind order. So in this flight we have Guy Barra and Caroline Kent against Tom McMahon and Barry Wallace. Oh, Tom McMahon, James McNally, sorry. So this is captain v captain. That is an incredible shot from Tom McMahon. If I was still in France, I'd be saying incredible, but I'm not. Back coming old. And then in this final flight, we have Barry Wallace and Alan Stewart for Glasgow against Robin Murray and Chris Ferry for Bridgend, and we have Stuart Aitken for Glasgow against Ewan Vance for Bridgend. So that's the newcomer single. So Bridgend's newcomer Ewan had said to Carolyn he wanted to play another newcomer, so their tie gets generated as a newcomer only tie, singles tie. Looks like Glasgow might have won that hole. So Chris Ferry to go first for Bridgend here. Looks like Bridgend won the toss. Excellent shot from Chris Ferry there. Very nice. Good tee off from Alan Stewart. So the score was 56 Bridgend, 51 Glasgow after the singles, after the stroke play. Very close. That's what we wanted. Stuart Aiken here for Glasgow. It's been a bit more right than I'd expect, but it's not terrible. Advantage you know. Good shot that. Advantage you know. That's fine, mate. Colin Monroe, just saw your message. How you doing, mate? Great effort, Robert. Great shot. So Colin, after the stroke play, the score was 56 Bridgend, 51 Glasgow. Had to go for it. You see the grip behind teeing off. Great putt from Alan Stewart there. Very good putt that. Ewan's got this for the hole. He takes it. So Bridgend one up, and that the newcomer single tied in the pairs. Right, so we will jump ahead and try and catch some of the groups a bit further on. So yeah, Colin, sorry, the score is 56 Bridgend, 51 Glasgow after the stroke play. And there's now seven match play ties. Sorry, I was just looking around the calls. Trying to work out the best way to go. 7 match play ties. Three singles and 4 pairs. A single and a pair worth 20 points each. and 2 singles and 3 pairs worth 16 points each. And the winner will be crowned overall Scottish champion. Been a great season, been a lot of players. For 200 players taking part across the country. We've got 8 clubs, 4 in the East Division, 4 in the West Division. And the standard of football fund show in Scotland this year has been incredible. I mean, today, how many Eagles did we get on camera? Hole in one. And we're hoping to get some quality play in these match plays as well. So we're just going to go around here, catch up with the leading flight, see how they're getting on. So this one is Stevie Cameron against Mick Eardley. Stevie Cameron for Bridgend, Mick Eardley for Glasgow, and it is Stuart Campbell and Darren Cleary for Glasgow against Colin Murray and Will Morrison of Bridgend. I think the match plays are going to be as tight as the stroke play. So Mick Eardley's 2 up here, and Colin and Will Morrison are 1 up. Oh. So these 2 ties effectively, the way that the scoring is just now, cancel each other out. Stuart Campbell and the long stuff at the back. Look at that Sondico bladder travel. Good shot from Will Morrison there. Not easy to kick that bowling ball of Colin Murray's down there. Course a bit squelchy, but absolutely fine in terms of the weather that there's been this week. Great putt from Dan Cleary. Stuart Camp, I'm just talking about, as I walked around to this hole, about the quality on show. I said we'll get some of this group. For Stuart to inform me that they double bogeyed the hole that they lost. I think they deserve to be 2 down for double bogey in a hole.
It's a good hole as well. It's a second.
Good putt from Mick. Stay 2 up. Oh, Stevie's missed it, so Mick goes 3 up. Going on to the 5th. So Mick's 3 up. 5 holes still to play, so plenty of time. Plenty of time for Mr. Cameron. Scotland's best club league player. Was there a what? Well, Evans was what? Where did you see Evans? Where did you see Evans in the first? Gio. There's a putt, the first to win, misses. Everyone's got a putt to tie. The fans approve. Oft. Jeez, oh. What a shot. I think he's been playing with me too long. That Sondico bladder took a bit of a batter in there. For anyone who's wondering what that Sondico bladder reference is, Stu's ball's been repaired and had a new bladder put in it. So let's see where this went. Quite thick. Rough over here, it's kind of dead just now, so it's not as thick as it usually is. Try and get a line to see what sort of mess Stuart's left Darren in. That's fine, mate. So, I mean, you can see the flag, but alright, didn't look too good. So, that's in.
Yes! Come on!
If I hadn't caught that on camera, I wouldn't have believed it. That's that Sondico bladder again, just bending into the hole. Unfortunately for Scotland, we won't get to play on courses like this at the World Cup.
Oh my God!
That bowling ball there just ran up the Astrodnath.
Sorry, Clark, say it away, mate. Apologies. I was chatting there, sorry.
No, you weren't there.
No.
So the hole's tied. Stevie Cameron's tee shot was so close, Mick just gave him it. Mick drops to 2 ahead. He was 3 up. He goes to 2 up. So 2 up with 4 to play. And the other one, Bridget's still 1 up. Hello. I don't know if that's, I'm assuming it's Isla that's sitting on YouTube. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Sorry, darling, the comments take a wee while to come through, so I'm only just seeing them pop up now. Stevie Cameron certainly had these beans this morning. Beans and toast for breakfast. Yep. So, that come down with snow on it. Will Morrison next to hit the bowling ball. This is a Friday.
There he is.
But you know what? And Stuart put you in the rough again, does no?
You notice he didn't even get a shot able. I was trying to hit that there and
Right, we're going to catch up with these groups. So in that flight, we have Glasgow ahead in the singles, Bridgend ahead in the pairs. So that cancels itself out. And like I was saying, those guys don't need to go running to the flight behind. You know, get matches, club league matches previously in Scotland, you would need to shout in front or behind. Look at this, it's been left on the course. Sheared can. I'll get that out of the way. Matches previously, they would have to shout to the flight in front or behind to find out what score they are. But now, the two of them are in the flight together, they know exactly what the score is, and if they ask the flight behind, they get the score for 4 ties instead of just 1 or 2. Good tee shot from George Stewart there. Cumberland old locals have been hungry. So, in the first flight, Glasgow are ahead in the singles, Bridgend are ahead in the pairs. In the second flight, Glasgow ahead in the pairs and ahead in the singles. Ooh. Taman is suffering the same fate as Stuart Campbell, but Glasgow had still birdied the hole with an incredible putt from distance from Stu just a minute ago. And Stevie Cameron, an amazing tee shot from Stevie Cameron on this hole, left Mick Eardley giving him the hole to drop his lead from 3 shots to 2. DQ'd. DQ'd. Forever. Forever. So we've got another pairs flight coming through. Wow. So, yeah, there's other flights over there. So we've got Glasgow ahead in the Mick Eardley against Stevie Cameron, McKelty's ahead. Colin Murray and Will Morrison are ahead against Stuart Campbell and Darren Cleary. Gio Stewart is 4 up on Irvin Small. And John Jury and Kyle McGreekin are 1 up, I believe, on Gary Thompson and Tam Innes. And Tom McMahon and James McNally are up here. 4 up through 4 holes on Caroline Kent and Gaeta Barra. And I'll catch the flight behind in a minute. I'm going to go up to... These match plays will end on the 9th because they're only 9 holes. So I'm going to go up and catch 7, 8 and 9 and hopefully get everyone coming in together. Unless the matches are done before they get to 7, 8 and 9. Just saw another message pop up on the screen from my son. Hi, Blair. Hope you had a good sleep. Daddy was away before you were up. So, let's go up here onto the 6th. Sun's out now. So much for the rain that was forecast. And actually, as we come up here, we can see Ewan Vance just teeing off in the distance over here. And it looks like a belter. McKelty again, that's coming down with snow on it. What a shot from... That's hit. Just hit the bank, kind of killed that a wee bit. So yeah, you can see this. Oh, they're in a ditch. Robin Murray and Chris Ferry are in the ditch. So I'll just go over here and find out the scores in this flight. Okay, so Bringen, they're winning the newcomer.
He's 3.
Ewan Vance is 3 up on Stuart Aitken. Chris and Robin are tied with Alan and Baz. So I make that Alan and Barry and Chris and Robin are the only tie that's the only match play that's tied just now. Mick is up on Stevie Cameron. Colin and Will are up on Stu and Daz. Gio's up on Irvin. Tam Innes and Gary are behind.
Still to play for.
Glasgow are ahead in most of them. Yeah. Very good recovery shot, that. Right, let's get up to where I can take in the 6th and the 8th greens at the same time. And last year, Ayrshire came to Cumbernauld needing to win the league, and were trailing in a match play coming on to the 5th down there, and Mick Bogue and Bobby Lang went 2 eagles in 3 holes, or 3 eagles in 4 holes, I think, to come from behind and win the league. So there's a very famous Google location. It's just over there. That's where Bobby won the league at Cumbernauld. Someone sank a monster down there. After just walking away from there, Alan Stewart has sank that to go ahead because they were tied. So I make that Glasgow are ahead in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 7, and Bridgend are ahead in 2, I think. Is it done? So Gio Stewart's match against Irvine Small is done. Okay, we're making sorry about the wind, folks. How do you tell how much battery's in an iPhone?
You need to go off that. Like,
You know. Don't know what happened there, folks. Sorry. Technical glitch. Been a few of them today. So George Stewart here. His game's done. So that's 16 points for Glasgow. So that puts Glasgow on to 67. What a glorious number.
Why would it be a glorious number, Rory?
It's the year that the first British team won a European Cup. Brings out that wand of a left foot, just whips it round there with ease. Bad, how do you spell that? John Jury next. Oh, I like that. Oh, wowzers. Wish I get that for my Christmas. Typical is when I walk away. So that tie's done as well. Tom and James McNally against Caroline Kent and Guy Ibarra is also finished. So that's another 16 points for Glasgow. So the score as it stands is 83 Glasgow, 56 Bridgend.
Yes, Paul! Come on!
But I assume Bridgend are still ahead in that tie. So Gary Thompson and Tam Innes are currently tied with John Jury and Kyle McGreekin. Excuse me. Hopefully the battery lasts on this for the remainder of these match plays, folks. 2 are done anyway of the 7. And so there's 5 left out there. Stevie Cameron's tee shot here on the second last hole, the penultimate 8th hole. So Stevie Cameron, who was 3 down at one point, is now all square with McKirdy. And in the other tie, Bridgend are 2 up. I think all maybe Stevie Cameron needed was a reminder that he was the top ranked club league player in the country. He can thank me for that one later. Mick Eardy having to take his kids round with him, it's not easy. I've done it. I suffered my first club league match play defeat in 3 years while taking my 2 around with me. At the hands of Mick Eardy. Good t-shirt. Darren Cleary scored 6 being put in the rough on camp. Darren Cleary's legs are like full of holes because of the amount of time Stuart Campbell dumped him in the rough. Darren Cleary, who's started being called Bear Grylls because he's got 6 terrible positions. Sondico Bladder whipping round at 100 miles an hour there. So, 56, 51 there are 7 match plays out just now, 2 worth 20 points, 5 worth 16 points. 2 of the 16-point ones are done, both won by Glasgow. So that gives Glasgow a score of 83. And Bridgend are still on 56. However, Bridgend are winning in a 20-point pairs tie here. They're 2 up with this hole to go on 1 more. So if they tie this hole, it's done. And the other one is all square. The singles tie here is all square between Stevie Cameron and Mick Eardy. Mick was 3 ahead. Stevie's pulled it back to all square, showing the form that's got him to the top of Scotland's club league rankings this year. Top ranked player in the country. Par in the hole and 1 in the tie. So if Bridgend par this hole, that'll give them a full 20 points, and that would take the score to 76 Bridgend, 83 Glasgow. So in the match plays that are done, Carolyn, Kent and Guy Barra lost to Tom McMahon and James McNally. And Irvin Small for Bridgend lost to Gio Stewart. Darren Cleary here. Good approach that. So let's see what Stevie Cameron's got here. see the wind going really left to right the way Stevie's looking. That's a good shot. It's just going to take it. Oh, it's not a bad place to be. See the putt that he's got a wee mound he needs to come over. You see Mickey coming here. A bit shorter than he would like, I think. I think he's watched how far past Stevie's has gone. And I think he's just trying to play a bit more sensible. So Stevie Cameron's got this.
Stevie first?
Yeah. It's an excellent putt. Absolutely excellent putt from Stevie Cameron. So Mickey's just a half. Very windy, as you can see. Oh, he's missed it.
Up.
I know. So Stevie Cameron goes one up there. Bridge end other one in it.
How long is that video for?
55 minutes, 56 minutes. And this is the third time I've been on today.
56 minutes, that's not bad.
Stuart characterise this for the whole.
That's it, the flatter.
No, leave it under. So you've addressed it, Stuart's fine, mate. Just take your time.
It's the wind.
It's getting very windy, isn't it?
Yep. That flag was the control for it.
Yeah, as you can see, the wind here playing absolute havoc. Did very, very, very well there to hold his nerve with the ball getting blown about like that. So Glasgow won that tie with 1 and in the other tie, Stevie Cameron goes 1 up with 1 to play. So Bridget won up both of these ties on the final hole. So I'm going to try and get ahead. I'm going to go ahead. You've never even got this hole. What was your score? 5-0 through 5? 5-0 through 5. James McNally talking about that against Caroline Kenyon. And Gio Stewart also won 5-0 through 5 against Irvin Small. So that's 32 points that Glasgow have won so far. So Stevie Cameron's tee-offs, not the best. He'd be the first to tell you that, but doesn't need to be because it's match play. Depends what your opponent does. Mickey Early going left footed here. McCurdy hole in one's it. to tie the match. So 2 hole-in-ones we've had on this hole, guys. Absolutely incredible. A left-footed hole-in-one to tie. But the top match plays can't end in ties. They go to penalty putts. So Stevie and Mick will have penalty putts to do. Stuart Campbell tees off left-footed as well. Robin! Colin! Aye? Just mark that there for the gentleman. Well, I hope you have enjoyed it so far, guys. The standard today has been incredible. Some of the shots have been unbelievable. Big group of social players out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Colin Murray over. Advantage Glasgow in this hole. If Glasgow could win both of these holes to tie, that would be incredible. So we will have penalty putts between Stevie Cameron and Mick Eardley. But their penalty putts will be after the other match plays. 10 foot. You'll see it. Aye, the top tie can't be a draw. Aye, penalty putt. So we'll do that after the other ties are done. You see it, Stu? Come on, son. That's a good shot, that. So Stuart Campbell has this, and that including has a shot to take the match to penalty putts. This is it. This is what happens at the elite level, folks. This is the discussions. Where's it going to go? It's going to wonder. Oh my God. Sitting on the side of Mount Everest. And then you'll see how far past Will Morrison's went. don't apologise. I was just about to say to you, you've got your 10 seconds. Stuart Campbell has this. Strap yourselves in, folks. 4 million penalty puts coming. Yes, 10 each. Right, so we'll deal with the penalty puts in a minute. What's your greens, guys? So the top 2 ties are ties. That is something else from Tam Innes. Gary Thompson's naturally left-footed, so I would have assumed it would be him in this hole, but shows you what I know. So John Jury up next. Shot from John. So level. So this tie's all square. Of the finished ties, Glasgow have won both and tied the other 2, so they're going to go penalty puts. This one's tied. So James McNally and Tom McMahon beat Caroline Kent and Gia Barra. That one is done. So that's 16 points to Glasgow in that tie. Excellent from Kyle McGuicken. Excellent. This match is tied. That's an eagle. Silver Fox, John Jury, and young Mr. McGuicken there, making it look easy. Eagle, so this is tied. Gary Thompson needs to sink this to tie. Has he got it? He's missed it. So Glasgow won that match. So the top 2 ties are tied. They will go to penalty puts for an outright winner. Glasgow have won 3 of the other 3 ties that are finished to give them 32-48. So 48 that Glasgow have got would take them to 99 and leave 120 minus 48. 72 points. So yeah, Bridgend can still win it.
I agree with you.
I wait for Stu to come in and see what one wins. Still filming.
Yeah, still filming, pal. Aye. There's only 3 finished. Glasgow have won 3. The other 2 are tied.
The other 2 are tied, so it's not finished yet.
Ewan was cruising, mate, aye. It's going to go right down to the wire, folks. Don't listen to the naysayers. How did you get to the final? Think about it. Because what else happened? What else happened? What else happened? Tell you later. Right, I should be up here. This is a tough gig, by the way, with somebody else's phone. It's done. No, it's the batteries dead, so I'll know. Did it look? Oh, what have I done? So Glasgow are currently on 99.
Yeah, I know, but if you've got one No. No.
Ewan Vance was 3 ahead. Ewan Vance was 3 ahead. Ewan, who's army? James, just watch that big puddle there, mate. Well played from Ewan Vance. Looks like he's won. That's that match finished then. Done. So 16 points for Bridgend there. Right, okay. So it's advantage Glasgow because Bridgend need to win these last 2 holes. We think.
Barry, get that home.
Excellent putt from Robin Murray there. Glasgow are 1 up in this tie. So
Robin.
Glasgow are 1 up in this tie. So Bridgend need to win this hole to tie this match play, which will give another 8 points each, which would give a score of 107-80, and then that would mean it would go down to penalty putts. They need to half take. They need to half this hole. No, using they need to win. They need to win this, though. Chris Ferry for Bridgend. Not including that. All this.
Aye.
Okay.
I think they win this and win both.
Yeah. So, advantage Glasgow. Bridgend need to win this hole to tie this tie and then win both prestige ties on penalty putts to win. If Glasgow win this tie, they will be too far ahead and the penalty putts will be redundant. If Glasgow tie this tie, that would leave them 27 ahead with 40 to play for. Alan Stewart for Glasgow. And that's it. So well, that's a wrap, folks. The top two pairs ties can end in draws. They usually go to penalty putts. However, Glasgow are 40. It's entirely up to the captains. I think we'll take a view on it, guys. We might be back. I'm just going to work out the details of this. Glasgow are, let me work it out, 28, 38, 43 ahead, and the penalty putts would only be for 40 points. So they don't need to be taken. But, I mean, it is in the rules that they have to be taken, so I think so. Okay.
If you want it for player of the year, you can play it. I just kind of think 25.
We might be back with you guys. We're just going to work out what's going on here. Congratulations to Glasgow and bear with us.